But as we already know, that Spec is very much a momentum-based player where he can start a little bit slower and he just keeps picking up and picking up and picking up where it goes. But these two are world partners, so they're very used to seeing each other's playstyles. However, it becomes a very difficult battle of whether or not you want to stick to what you already know, or if you want to change up your playstyle and try something new, which it looks like Spec is bringing to the table today. But Matt is bringing a different degree of determination. But yes, Matt is currently maintaining a very, very firm hold of the lead right now.
Players at the ready.
Alright, the two are getting ready. Once again, Spec is able to rejoin near the middle of the table with his harder mallet. Oh, an immediate point in Matt's favor. Spec wasn't ready for that.
He likes the thrill of the challenge. He doesn't play as much to win as he does to have the adrenaline rush.
And that's something that actually tends to work in his favor, though, because not only it kind of allows for this very nonchalant air, which can be very nerve-wracking for your opponent. Your opponent looks very calm across the table.
Take a look at this double shot that he does here. So he does a purposeful off goal to the right-hand side, and then follows it up with that cross.
Yeah, I've been gotten a couple of times with that one by Spec himself, too.
Yeah, because it puts you out of position. Ooh, he almost got possession back. Ooh, he does. Nope, loses it. And Matt now has it. Chance to put the game in his favor here. He goes for the right wall over. It's blocked and retained possession with the harder mallet.
Both players so tense in the shoulders with their arms are so relaxed.
Beautiful right wall shot from Spec. I believe that even turned into an over. Usually Spec's best shots are the under, but it was an over. Matt didn't even move. It froze Matt completely.
He's taking this this new set.
Do you see
at
that
a
headband?
completely different pace.
Do you see that headband?
Oh, is that the source of his
That
power?
means that is the source of his power. When you see the headband,
Oh my goodness!
Shoot! Instantly returned.
Who cares about setup?
When you see the headband go on, you know it's over. That's when you know the other person, as they say, school's in session. Jokes are all over.
No more
Mr. Nice Guy, however you want to say it.
Matt with his fire sleeves and Spec with his lightning hairband. I got a little bit of the Battle of the Elements going on, too.
Oh, man. What are the things that people say when they're about to crush somebody? Right wall over, screaming fast from Matt.
Oh my goodness.
And then Spec once again. Now 4-5.
Spec not caring nearly as much about his formerly very methodical form of play before, something that he kind of needed to do with that new Teflon mallet. He is taking full advantage of the power behind this black one.
Yep. He loses possession instead. Spec takes it, goes to the right, goes for the cross and nails it.
4-6. Looks like Spec is wanting to take this game after having given Matt so many in the first set.
Yep. Game point 4. Matt goes for an off goal, loses possession though on an off goal. Like he actually purposely missed on purpose just to get it back and give himself some more time, and instead Spec stole it, sets it up, right wall under, froze him up and nails it, giving Spec his first win of this set.
Game in Spec's favor this time. He, as predicted, definitely picking up his speed this time around, not even going for a lot of the slower setups this time. He's just going straight for the serve off of that right or left wall, and the banks are just killing that right now. Where his mind lies. Now, a lot of air hockey, believe it or not, comes down to the mind games, which is a big part of Matt's play style, where he sets these very, very slow drifts into these very fast power shots, regaining possession, not letting Spec have it back, which is a large downside of the mallet that Spec currently has right now. Oh, but a beautiful charge from Spec, and an unfortunate score against Matt.
It was off of Matt's offense, too. Matt hits it, it's deflected and hit right back. That's the beauty of that mallet that Spec is using, is that that's what it's built for.
And even the smallest little tap can generate so much power with that thing, it almost bounces it off effortlessly off of that mallet, so even a single charge could be just 100% devastating. Another right wall under from Spec.
That's something I love about Spec's black mallet, is that it's great for it's called the interference defense. So basically, right wall over. And he ended up closing it up, but just barely. And now we're seeing almost the exact opposite with Spec up 4-1. Right down the center again. It's easily blocked.
That being said, even easily blocked.
Down the center
scored
again.
on himself again.
You can't shoot down the center because this is what's going to happen. Players normally block that, so you can see where he's shooting here. It's not on the side, it's right down the middle. And he suffers the consequences of that.
Scored on himself today.
That's the downside of that mallet for sure. Oh! Does it twice!
Spec wanting to go for one of those very ruthless opening serves and end up scoring on himself. That is the one downside of that mallet, that no matter how much you block or no matter how many times you hit.
He's got a lot of points to play with, though.
Exactly. He has a lot of room to be making these sort of mistakes, of course. That being said, it shouldn't have let him get overconfident with it. But he knows that he has the game and he knows that he has the points. Game point in
That's the
Spec's
new
favor.
one that we've been working on here. It's that from that drift forehand, and it's just, you know, least expected. Beautiful. Matt sets it up. Is he going to come out of this deficit of being 4 No, he does not.
Another game taken by Spec.
Another forehand. Spec with the flex. You can see here Matt goes for it, and Spec pulls it back out and immediately shoots it from a forehand position. Normally, all of the shots that are done are backhand.
Forehands are very scary because they look so casual, like you're about to just continue your setup, but they can be just so devastating.
They're very...
Once again, Matt with the set lead right now, but Spec taking a moment just to maintain his momentum back towards the center. Both of them relaxing a little bit with the goofy...
Game starts on my release.
Oh, back in Matt's possession as we've been seeing most of the game so far. Winding up like a cobra. Matt sets up for these very pressure-heavy shots, never really going for anything too terribly fast from the setup. He likes his very slow drifts, his very intense approach, while as opposed to Spec, who can sometimes just fire off like a bullet, like that, for example. You know,
Beautiful,
not nearly
right
as long as
under.
the setup, but equally as much power.
We're seeing that Matt has had almost every game the first possession, but Spec's coming back into his normal gameplay. So, you know,
beautiful block.
Great stop, especially with that mallet. Mallets are a lot like instruments, right? And if you play different guitars, every time you pick up a different guitar, you're going to play a different song on it. Beautiful cross. And so, you know, you notice that there's a different gameplay when he switched it back up. And so, he's really coming back into his normal game style, which is Spec's normal combo is a right wall under and a cut combo, which is one of like it's a
Very
perfect
classic.
staple. Yeah, it's a classic combo.
Retaining possession on that side. Goes for a fake out. Spec looking a little twitchy, but he doesn't want to fall for that one again.
Matt almost running the shot clock there. They have 7 seconds per side to shoot it.
Oh, wonderful straight from Spec again.
Woohoo!
Once again, that cross side looking a little bit weak on Matt's part.
Matt 3 points down.
Oh,
Nope.
right wall over once again.
Beautiful shot. You can see. Oh, then
buddy.
he shoots it immediately back. Matt is once again in the doghouse. That's what they call it, being 3 points below. Goes for the cut.
Loses possession.
Taken back. Spec keeps possession somehow.
A good chase on this one.
It goes. Oh, unforced error. It's now game point. This could be Spec's 3rd game in a row won.
Oh,
Right
another
wall
beautiful right wall
over.
shot again.
That's like his signature shot, and Spec is now apparently opening up that shot again to let Matt get that through.
Seen excellent results from the right wall banks. Not only is Matt quite good at hitting the overs, but has been mixing them up with the unders every now and then too.
There it is. Final shot, right wall under from Spec. That's his signature shot, is a cut right wall under. So it looks like he's going to shoot it straight instead. Goes for that under on there. That now puts Spec in a pretty demanding lead of 3-0 this set.
Matt having taken a moment to collect himself, you can see he's still quite enthusiastic about the match. Very jovial person, hard to keep down very long. And it really also helps that both of these competitors are such good friends too. They've seen so much of each other, and this level of adjustment to each other's style of play is only to be expected of somebody who's not only played together, but played against each other so often. But for the first time, it looks like we're seeing possession on Spec's side. Matt failing the chase, but Spec able to maintain the possession.
It's true. When Matt's up against the gun like this is when he does the best. It's when he's winning that he does the worst. Like you saw that. He won the first set. Ooh, beautiful double. He won the first set, and you could tell that his demeanor went to more casual. So I've seen this happen to a lot of players, right? So let's say Matt was at 10. He was giving 10, right, out of 10 that first game. Man, sometimes we say don't play with your food, and that's what Spec likes to do.
Oh,
no!
Spec.
And he scores on himself. Let's say it.
And I'd like to take a moment to say, I told you so.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bridget in the chat, absolutely correct though. One of my favorite matchups to watch in the Idaho area by far, between you and Matt and Spec, probably my 2 favorite matchups to watch right now. Just to, not only to the having two completely degrees of play from all three new competitors, but these two just have so much on-table chemistry. Like, I'm distracted.
Right?
Oh, beautiful right bank.
wall under from Matt. The fantastic shot. He doesn't usually do those. In fact, he does over so much you can almost sacrifice everything else to block the overs, and that's what Spec does. You can
that
see
right
it.
wall, once again, his strength as he hits that iconic right wall over.
Man, and now he's up 4-1.
Regaining possession. Matt is bringing everything to the table. He lost his 3 games and says, I'm done.
That's true. I will say that that's what makes this game so fun.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Forehand left wall over. That is a very rare shot.
Now, that being said, you might not see it in his expression a lot, but Spec is somebody who tends to get quite cocky as well. Even if he doesn't show it in his face, it shows it in play.
He really does. The thing is that he likes to, he's able to back it up. When he gets cocky, it's like that's you know, he earns it. But you could also sponsor Matt for a headband. Right wall under.
Yet again, proving to be Matt's strength. He's good at switching up those overs and unders. Has Spec so conditioned to see those overs, but Spec says, "Nah, I got you too, buddy."
It was right down the middle. Spec goes for another forehand left wall. It's blocked.
Now we're seeing a
forehand.
lot less playing with his food from Spec here now that he has the point deficit. But he has a free game deficit.
Right wall over. That's one of the few that you've seen from Spec. That's Matt's shot, and now Spec's feeding it to him.
That being said, the right wall over seems to be the Spec killer so far.
Left wall over. It goes to Spec. Oh no, I guess he moved forward, so I guess it doesn't go to him.
Neither of them seem to have a complaint, so I'm trusting the men
You
at the
can
table.
hear Spec's reaction, which means that he's like really wound up.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, slow motion, no, because that's the worst when it hits and just slowly goes in and there's nothing you can do about it. He just didn't hit it with enough force to keep it from going in. Oh no.
Matt putting a bunch of power into these shots, knowing full well that it's very difficult to dampen with that black mallet. Takes another right wall over.
Matt's fan base is shaming him. They're saying shame from letting it go in slowly.
I don't think the shame is reaching him, though, as he keeps going for these incredibly powerful shots, still maintaining the point lead, but Spec says, I'm going to be taking this back if you don't mind.
That cut is the one that has gotten Matt so much. It's that cut right wall under combo. There it is again. Matt taking his time.
Very, very tense set match.
He's going to call a timeout, I bet you. He's going to do it.
Timeout.
I know Matt like I know Matt.
He's getting very cerebral about it, playing his mind game setups.
He sets it up, goes for the cross. It's deflected. Hope your heart's racing as fast as mine is because I don't want to be the only one. Oh, he loses possession. Spec takes it back, sets it up.
No,
I bet it's gonna be the right wall under. It's gonna be the right wall under. I bet you anything. Here it comes.
I guess it's the cross.
It's gonna be a cut or right wall under, but it's gonna be right wall under. There it is. Right wall under. It's missed. Now it's the cut. Oh, he goes for the cross. It's deflected. Stolen possession. This is Matt's chance to win this game. Spec is at set point. All Spec needs is one more point to close this out. Matt goes for the right wall under. It loses possession. This is Spec's chance to win this entire set. He goes for a left off goal. Gets it back. Goes for the forehand. Oh no, he's gonna do the forehand. Oh. There it is, the forehand! And I mean, that was one of Matt's weaknesses, so Spec went back to an old faithful. Normally that shot is sort of a trick shot that you do once in a great while, but it's what works for him. Look at that. He's pretty excited about this game.
Now that's as close to a pop-off as we often see Spec get.
You can even see in the background, you see how there's that 7-6 in the background. And that's a pretty famous piece of the air hockey world and lore, is the fact that that's the ultimate score. It means that it was 6-6, and everyone's hearts were racing, and you know it's the highest adrenaline a score can be. There's actually I don't know, over 20 different members of the higher ranking like air hockey world, like the top 20, top 30, that have a 7-6 tattoo on their arms, and they're very, very proud of it because it's the ultimate score. Nobody wants to see a 7-0, they want to see a 7-6. You know, I think that the ultimate moment, it hurt everybody watching. I don't know if you saw the chat blow up when that happened, but that shot where you blocked it, but you didn't put enough into it, and it slowly went in. It was just all the way.
You didn't see it, but I almost snapped the puck in half when I was pulling it out.